Hello everyone. We have a game with the white pieces against Kasparov. Okay, it's a mix of Gary, Kasparov, Magnus, Carlsen, all combined into one name. So he responds to d4 with d5. We bring a knight out threatening e4. He stops it. Now we get to play Jobava London by developing our bishop towards the center. He plays d6, which temporarily locks in his bishop and allows us to just develop normally. We play e3 because we can't play e4, and we create the pawn chain and open our bishop. He immediately challenges our bishop, which is a sensible thing to do. We'll just make the trade. This is his good bishop looking at the center. Now it's gone. So his queen kind of acts as a replacement bishop for him, which is fine. If you go here and hit the queen, and he gives you a check, you can play c3. He moves his queen to a5. It's all a little hocus pocus. I'm just going to develop my bishop to its most natural square, looking at the center and his king. So he just castles. Makes a lot of sense. So we just bring out our king's knight to its most natural square, looking at the center. Looks like it makes sense. Maybe one day we can hop it in. So instead of developing and continuing a normal game, he moves the same piece twice and threatens nothing. Or maybe he's threatening to push e5 with the extra support. Who knows? However, this is a loose piece. He's not fully developed, and he's technically not really threatening anything when I could just play h3, right? But do I have better than h3? Can I take this pawn with check since his knight is loose? We get a pawn, he gets a piece, we go check. Wherever he goes with his king, we get our piece back. Then he plays e5, hitting our queen. We could take the pawn hitting his queen, or we can move our queen, threaten checkmate. So it probably works, so let's go for it. And there was no reason for him to move his knight twice. He could have and should have played c5, attacking the center, or develop a piece. But instead he went for premature aggression, which is a big problem for lots of these players. Now we take the knight. We're up a pawn. We have some pieces in his face, and we don't really have any weaknesses. I mean, he could try to apply pressure to our dark squares, but his king is a little wonky right now. So he hits our knight, which weakens the light squares a lot. We can't sack or anything, probably. If we move our knight, I mean, I would like to not move our knight if possible. Like, can I go h4? He takes the knight. We take, opening our rook. He hits the queen with his bishop. We go queen h5. But then he can go queen h6. Okay, I know it's definitely not the best engine move, but I don't really care. I'm gonna play h4. He's gonna hit my queen, which is gonna happen in the line at some point either way. Only now we get to go here first, which is kind of nice because it threatens checkmate in one. So now He has to take, which means we can throw in this pawn intermezzo. He can still go here though. Oh, actually, when we go here, he doesn't have the h6 square because of our pawn. So that was an oversight. So that's even better for us, because if we can play g6, we just checkmate him. So he goes pawn hunting, knight hunting, but can't we just play g6? And then everything other than moving the rook is checkmate, and then if he moves the rook, we checkmate him on h8 instead. I mean, we can go to h8 no matter what, but h7 is checkmate other than the rook moves. h8 is mate, so he has to basically sack the queen. And that was the whole point of what I was trying to do with my knight sack. It's the whole fishing pole idea, where you sack your knight to open up your rook. It seemed a little weird here, but that was only if he had queen h6, but he actually didn't have it, so. And now he's going, oh shoot, checkmate's coming, whoops. And you can see how all of this material, even the queen, doesn't matter what it's worth. The fact is that the geometry means that they can't reach the square, so they're worth nothing. They're useless. So I don't know what this guy's thinking about. He didn't think enough, so let me give him a question mark. What do you think about that? Okay, I gave him the question mark right as he moved, so I look like a real a-hole, because he gets mated either way. Let's go through the game. Pawn in the center and development. Development and center. Development and center. Center and development. Just a piece trade, force move. You either had to move it, protect it, or trade. Development and center. Development and center. This is just a blunder because of my move. It's already +2. Free stuff. Free stuff. And now, yeah, the best move is, of course, to bring it back. So I already knew that. They gave me all zeros and 1 inaccuracy. This is my 1 inaccuracy, but inaccuracy is not even bad, so I thought this would be even worse, like a straight up mistake or blunder, but so it actually works. White's still better, but of course it's unnecessary. I just really didn't want to move my knight. I was lazy and I wanted to leave it here. So this is force move. Force move. And now his big mistake is to let me play this, because that creates checkmates. So he had to bring his bishop out and stop that. Then we can take this pawn, long castle, pressure the center, open h-file, and have fun. But here he just blundered the mate in 2. So that's that. A very quick game. Just goes to show you that don't move the same piece twice for no reason. If instead of this, he just played a normal move, c5, knight out, game would have went on. So hopefully that helps. Play normal moves, develop, play in the center, castle, checkmate. Good luck in your chess. Goodbye.